Hi, this is Michelle and this is my nutrition education session reflection via the Gibbs model of reflection. A practice run of the proposed nutrition education session occurred in front of a group of fellow peers and a subject coordinator. Feedback was given and a few changes were made before the delivery of the nutrition education session to my community group of postmenopausal women living in the northern suburbs of Melbourne. I felt more confident going into the actual nutrition education session. As I had received positive feedback about the content, I had written a timeline so that I wouldn't forget any points or the conclusion again, like I did in my practice run, and I had rehearsed the delivery a couple of times in front of family members. The actual nutrition education session went for longer than the practice run. This was because I had participants asking me questions throughout the entire session. I was not put off by these questions, as I was able to answer them, having done a lot of research and brainstormed possible questions that I could be asked prior to the session. I covered everything that I had planned and found that the participants were very engaged in what I had to say. I thoroughly enjoyed interacting with the community group. Participants completed a survey for the nutrition education session and a survey for the nutrition education resource. The answers to what were the main messages from the nutrition education session survey were appropriate. However, I think my other survey questions lacked the ability to assess the impact of the session. I also found that there were parts of the survey that confused a participant, such as the meaning of a nutrition education resource, and which session the survey questions related to. Ways to improve my nutrition education session based on survey results is to offer samples of the sources of calcium or pass these foods around so that participants can touch them and get a closer look. I believe that this is a good idea as it will help to increase the familiarity of these foods. Ways to improve the completion of my surveys is to not title the survey the Nutrition Education Resource Survey, and to give better instructions on how to complete the surveys. I also think that I need to improve the survey questions to better assess the impact of the session. My future action plan is to prepare and offer samples of calcium-rich foods, ask the participants to pass the calcium-rich foods and their packaging around the group, change the Nutrition Education Resource Survey title to Poster Survey, explain the survey in greater detail and include the date of when the nutrition education session was in the survey question, so participants do not reflect on the focus group session by accident. Lastly, to include questions such as, what changes am I going to make to my diet to make sure I get enough calcium, to assess the impact of the session. Thanks for watching.